fabulous day of 21st of February 2018. Now, recently I've been telling people to buy Bitcoin and possibly take profits on part. There's a lot of cheery hellos going on here. It's good. It's good. I like to see that. I like to see that. Thank you very much. It's good. I wish Dragon was happy to see me. It's not happy to wake up and do what I need it to do this morning. Anyway, are in the trader's dilemma. As a person that provides advice, I am in a dilemma as well. I thought that I was doing very well and that people would be pleased with what I did. I got a couple of subscribers unsubscribing even though we picked the low to the day. Now, I believe personal circumstances dictate, but I always get a little bit confused at why people would be giving up on something that gave them almost 100% profit in 14 days. But you can't help human nature. Back on human nature, another thing is the human belief that they should have made a lot more money than they did, and then the anxiety of giving back profit. Now, I have been experiencing that myself. When you buy at $6,000 US or 6,200 US dollars or 7,450 Australian dollars, and that self-same market goes up to US dollars 12,000, and dollars just under $15,000. You've made just on 100% in a few weeks, or just under 100% in a few weeks, and you start to think, why didn't I buy more? Question mark. You start to think, should I take some profits because it's up 100%? Question mark. And if you did take part profits on the way up, then you start to feel, or at least I start to feel, I don't know about you, but I'm talking about myself, I start to feel that I shouldn't have taken part profits. In the end, I am just grateful that I've made some very good money by buying this, and I'm hoping it will take out 12,000 US dollars on the Bitcoin futures and keep going. You will remember I said things get better above 11,500, even though we've been bullish. What you can see on this chart is very clearly volume increasing as price is increasing. What you can also see on this chart is something very significant. It is professionals actually buying into the Bitcoin market. And professionals use futures contracts rather than crypto exchanges where they can lose their companies or investors' money if the crypto exchanges disappear. And Kevin is saying the story of a trader's life. No trade perfectly nails the bottom and the top. You have to be happy just to make good money. And that is a very good quote there, Kevin. And it's exactly what I'm trying to say. Just be grateful that you made some money and forgive yourself for any small sins you may have made by taking some profit here and there or not having a big enough position size when you bought it on the low. And futures market is showing us good signs of strength. The Bitcoin futures market is showing us good signs of strength. BTC USD. BTC USD, the crypto exchange, Bitfinex. BTC USD, based on crypto exchanges. You will see that we have now a wave 5 count, or at least a 5-wave structure based on this data. We can see wave 4 has evolved and wave 5 is happening. Or is this something of a bigger picture? Question mark. Now, Bitfinex volume is losing momentum. Private traders on crypto exchanges are not joining in on the party that futures traders, i.e. the institutions, are involved in. We will see this later in the fact that Bitcoin is moving better than any of the other cryptos aside from Litecoin. Bitfinex as an exchange also has some question marks about it over the tether issue, and there's a lot of fear, uncertainty and doubt about whether Bitfinex will actually be solvent. So possibly we are seeing less volume in that exchange for that reason. write this down. Always check what exchange you are in and whether it is going in or out of fashion or going away to taking your money away. Bitfinex has an issue with something called tether that it is involved with. BCHUSD, 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 Bitcoin Cash. Now this is just in a little triangle, and Bitcoin itself is doing better than it. And this is even more indication that the large institutions are moving back into Bitcoin. The large institutions will not have permission to go into Bitcoin Cash. BCHUSD. And Bitcoin Cash is down some 6% against Bitcoin new line. BTG, Bitcoin Gold. Very similar pattern to Bitcoin Cash and indicates that the general public are those. This is a good thing because it means it will go higher eventually. DSH USD, not different. We notice that it has reached a good target that they set at $736. $150 indicates a move towards $844. EOS USD, suffering from the sad same situation of not being able to really get moving. It would be exciting on a break above $10 and a close above there, but at the moment it's languishing like most other non-Bitcoin crypto. ETH USD Ethereum. Ethereum, 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 Ethereum. Give me my Dragon Swap databases so it doesn't understand crypto language at the moment. Ethereum also languishing. Clearly there is an ABC pattern and it will probably catch up if and when actually starts to go sideways and they start to look at you and the general public starts to come in again. LTC USD, Litecoin. We can see a clear 5-wave structure, which is continuing. It is tracking more like Bitcoin, which is good. And we see good volume, which is even gooder. We see a target $310. If you are long, stop can be below 210. We also see it's outpacing Bitcoin itself in the short term, but not in the recent history. IoT USD, different. Neo USD, this is slow, so it should be the leader, looking towards $170 and $180 and possibly $200, new line. POWR BTC, this has done a bit of a deep dive on not so terrible volume. So this is one to pick up on a break above 0.0007. With the stop loss below 0.00006. Looking for 0.00012. XMR USD, Monero. And this is at the top end of the fourth wave that it's in, and pushes one more time towards maybe $340 before a potential bigger correction down to $200. It is also one of the stronger ones, new line. XRP USD, new line. Again, we remember that Ripple loves to form long bases, and this is looking like a basing formation. We can see that PayPal is starting to sprout some good news about Bitcoin as a popular payment method, and we can also see that SegWit has been embraced or adopted by Coinbase, the big dumb US rip-off exchange where they managed to really get a lot of money off people for doing things and letting them buy into cryptos in US dollars, and also Bitfinex. So the drumbeat of good news is starting, but the general public do not believe it yet. In any event, Ripple needs to close above $1.20, and then it would become a buy with a stop loss at $1, targeting $1.80. I'll take questions. Happy to answer your questions. Let me ones that you want, or we'll get moving. So at the moment, the ICOs are not fun. So I'm out of my lower BTC and wondering if I still wait for 1150. Okay, so just 1 second. Sue is asking, I am out of my lower BTC and wondering if I still wait for 1,150 Australian dollars. And the answer is yes, we'll get a good pullback at some stage. In the next 3 to 5 days, maybe 1 week. If this phase structure in Bitcoin itself is and Sue is saying that, meaning she has sold at a profit and want to get back in. Right now, we're looking at the Bitcoin price chart in Aussie dollars back from quite a long way back. And you can see that it is rallying, but we haven't confirmed that it's really in a primary bull market. So we can still think that it's going to have a dip. But just be aware it may want to go to about 17,250 Aussie dollars before then. On the Aussie dollar chart, there is a 5-wave structure to the upside, and we seem to be in wave 5 at the moment. BEN, BTC. We can see that it went for a run and it popped up, and then there was some fairly aggressive selling once it stuck its head up. So the best thing, I think, is if you did get in and are making a little bit of money, you might take just a tad profit, 1/3 or 1/4, but run a stop loss at 0.00054 parts per Bitcoin. And pray it clears through 0.0006 parts per Bitcoin. You might even buy some if it takes that out. If you want a really, really wider stop, have a stop loss below 0.0005 parts per Bitcoin. And buying it here may not be terrible as well if you want to put on a position. And we'll look down on the hourly chart for that. And the hourly, you probably want to wait for that break up above 0.0006 parts per Bitcoin. There was a bit of heavy volume selling in the hourlies. Okay, we'll go and commodities. Kevin is saying There is a previously prominent, respected Bitcoin coder that went to a private company. He has now let that code and developed two codes, one that allows for smart contracts using Bitcoin and the other that unifies the use of multiple mainstream coins on the same blockchain. Thanks. That's interesting, Kevin. So it sounds like that makes Bitcoin more useful and faster. Okay, let's go do the... It's good to see you making some money, Sue, out of this. This is fun. Isn't it fun? It really is really, truly fun, fascinating stuff. And it moves nicely. Okay, let's go down and do the commodity. I'll have to recreate the thing. And thank you to all to the Hypto Crypto report. I'll see you later.